Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and greetings, alishanmao here, and welcome to more DIY robotic build videos. Previously you have watched I and my kids. We built the Robobloq Q-Scout or Scout robot, which was a really fun project. We enjoyed it, we built it together, and after that my kids were really hooked playing with this, not just playing and driving around, but also programming and taking on challenges. You have watched the video as well. So today in this video we are going to start the bigger project, which I have shown you before. We have the Robobloq Qoopers alloy block robots, DIY building blocks, everything in this box. These robots provide quality parent-kid interaction and quality parent-kids time together. And don't forget, these robotic kits also provide your kids a quality time tinkering, thinking, creating, building, driving, playing, and programming these robots to enhance their creativity and to give them a quality STEM education right in your house. So this is slightly a bigger project, but I'm confident my kids can actually do it. Let's bring the kids in. Let's start the build right away. We are not gonna do a complete build. We're gonna do a time lapse of this build, and then I'll show you how the Qoopers is working. Kids are having fun with Robobloq Qoopers by driving it around and by programming it and taking on maybe some new challenges. So first off, let me unbox. This is really nice and heavy kit, a bigger project as I mentioned. Okay, and what is this? Wow, that is a big poster right here. Check this out. That's a nice big poster. And at the back, well, lots of information, but no information for how to build it. For that, I believe we have to use the app to get the build instructions. Inside you have motors and wheels, main board, electronic modules, hardware and tools, and mechanical parts. Okay, so here is the main board. Once again, the same thing, like a brain of your Qoopers. Then we have a battery compartment, battery case, electronic modules, ultrasonic sensors, and this is the LED screen, which will show the eyes of the Qoopers and probably some emotions as well. I'm not very sure about it, we'll find out. Then we have motors and wheels. So there are wheels and tires and motors right here. Man, these are kind of heavy motors, I can see that. That's some quality parts right here, people. Have another heavy box, which is obviously heavy because it has alloy metal parts. I believe we have hardware and tools, which is also heavy because it has the tracks, the plastic tracks, and look at that, the screws, hardwares and tools all in here. So everything is on the table. My job is done. Next part that I'm gonna do is add a camera on top there facing down to shoot the time lapse and let the kids start the build. So let's get to work, all right? So it's ready, and the face, change the face please. We have different faces here, and also you can go to the dot matrix and change the faces please, where you can draw your faces. So we have here that you can draw your faces and also animate the faces. So that's the face animation going on right there. Now the only issue we are having is the driving. It requires a lot of power from batteries, and if you don't have the right batteries, it will not drive. So one moment, let me just do something. Can you go back here please? Go to Captain Alloy, and you will press on the clapping, okay? Alright, one moment. So press again. See what I'm talking about? Once it's down on the ground, it's just way too heavy to move. And also, see, if you move it forward using that control, it feels like it's struggling to move. Okay, let me put it on the ground. Drive please. It's driving, but slow driving, does it work or not?
No.
See, it struggles to move. So far I have put in brand new batteries, and we are talking about Duracell. These are expensive batteries, and only then it actually moves. Back. See, turning is a problem, right? It doesn't turn easily. It struggles a lot. See what he is doing? He is trying his best to turn, but that thing struggles a lot to turn around. Some leftover parts. We can also add the ultrasonic sensor right there so that it will not collide. It will look ugly, but it will work. So we went ahead and installed the ultrasonic sensor, and that means that is a Q-Commander now. So we can click on Q-Commander, and we have turn on the lights. Yeah, ultrasonic lights. We can change the ultrasonic light color, and also show me the app again, please. Give me this. And also when you go to Q-Command, oh sorry, wrong. Where's Q-Commander? So it has a lamp bead matrix also, and obstacle avoidance comes automatically, so you can actually turn it on and it will avoid the obstacles. But if you have this and you go to not Q-Scout, you go to Qoopers and actually see what Qoopers can do, different items. So you go to Captain Alloy, you have dot matrix where you can change the shapes here, but you don't have obstacle avoidance. So if you want obstacle avoidance, you probably need to get the Scorpoid or the Voyager, and we have the obstacle avoidance here as well, but you lose the dot matrix. You don't have the dot matrix there. So to say, if I go to Q-Scout, we have Q-Commander with obstacle avoidance and dot matrix, so we can actually, you know, choose whatever we want from here. See, so now both works. So this is to say, if you want to use both dot matrix and obstacle avoidance on Qoopers, you will have to go to Q-Scout and choose Q-Commander. So it's time for them to play. Drive it around, and we found if you remove the belts, the tracks, and put on the wheels only, it actually drives nice, fast, and turns are very, very nice. Oh, can you turn on the obstacle avoidance? Go to Q-Commander, right? Mm-hmm. Why it's not driving? Ah, you have to push it. See, I told you. Yeah, it's avoiding the obstacles, but as I told you, it actually has much more difficulty. Avoids the obstacle. Now Irish will drive manually. You control. We have removed the belts, the tracks, and now driving by the phone should be easier. Okay, turn around. See, turning is much easier now, and it's faster, and it's using less batteries as well. Okay, turn on the obstacle avoidance now. Okay, now it's kind of crazy fast. It's pulling wheelies. Hold on, try again. Obstacle avoidance. It's really fast, but it avoids after after hitting the things. More speed might pull wheelies as well. All right, let's make some faces. Show me. So we'll put it here, and I'm just gonna change the faces right here. Come on.
Wait a second, okay?
Dot matrix.
Okay.
He's redrawing the faces. So this is his personal favorite activity now, because they like to draw all these kind of faces. Okay, let's see what's gonna draw now. Draw now. Draw something. So you draw 4 dots and 4 dots here, and here comes the nose or the mouth. They're busy doing this. Go ahead, try some programming on it, okay? He wrote a program to make a circle, a simple circle, and it's actually doing it. Awesome. Do you know how to write complex programs? So we were managed to write one of the intermediate program to show a message, a name on dot matrix, and move it slightly forward. So play it, please. HAADI. Hadi. Ta-da! And it comes forward also. Changes the light and wrote Hadi. Name there. Now you can actually add more stuff to it. For example, it can go around, keep changing the message on the dot matrix, and so on. For those who are getting confused why the Qoopers is not in the list of the app, and where is it and how to build it, well, Qoopers is, let's take it as a category. This is a category of the robots, and similarly Scout is a category of the robots that you can build using the parts supplied in the box. For example, if you go to Qoopers, you have the Voyager, you have the Dozer, you have the Scorpoid, you have Captain Alloy, you have Cavalier and Little Guardian. These are all the different variations of Qoopers that you can build using the kit that you have, the Qoopers kit that you have. So for instance, if you want to build Captain Alloy, you will actually go to the build of Captain Alloy, and you will have all your instructions right here. Similarly, if you want to use this with, let's say, supplied ultrasonic sensor, you will find it on a Scorpoid. So you can basically go and build Scorpoids using your Qoopers kit. It's the same kit that will build the Scorpoid, a different kind of, different looking or a different kind of robot right in the Qoopers category. So if you're confused, don't be, just go to the Qoopers category, because you have got the Qoopers kit and you can build it. Now what we did is we built Captain Alloy, and we also added the ultrasonic sensor here, which is basically for Voyager in Qoopers category. But we added the ultrasonic sensor on Captain Alloy, and it actually works. And also, just now you have watched, using the belts on it, it's really struggling to drive around, and you know, eats up the batteries very quick if you're using these belts and tracks on it. If you don't use tracks, just leave the wheels like this, or you know, there's a dragger that you can put down here, the supply dragger. You can basically save a lot of batteries, get a lot of speed on Qoopers or Captain Alloy. Now when it comes to programming, I have left it on my kids, okay? I don't want to restrict them, I just want them to play it around. They can either program the Voyager, or they can program the Scorpoid, whatever they like, or they can just go to, you know, Captain Alloy directly and, you know, program it. All they need to do is go to console and go to my code, and I can see they have been trying to write the program, but then they ran out of time and they had to go for swimming. So here is the application. Look at the code he has been writing right here with lights change, because we have, you know, the ultrasonic sensor right here which changes the light and takes it as a headlights. So this is what he has been working. This is his work in progress, and I'm sure he's gonna go more on that. If you want to go more like kind of complex programming, you can go down here on intermediate programming. Okay, sorry for that, I'll confirm. And you will have the intermediate programming where you have a lot of different options, more complex options with lights, sound, control, sensors, operators, variables. So basically you can have a very complex program written very easily with this. So to say, the Qoopers category or Q-Scout category or Q-Elephant or Q-Dino, all these categories provided by the Robobloq robots is actually offering your kids tons of possibilities to explore, program, play with their robots right here. Thank you very much for watching this lengthy video. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. And if you like these robots, not just Robobloq Qoopers, but also Q-Scout right here. If you like these robots, links are in the video description. Go ahead, order them, and have fun with them. Come on, you know what to do. Hit that like button. It's right there. I know you can do it. Oh, while you're at it, also hit the subscribe button. Right there. Come on, don't be shy. Just hit it. Thank you very much for all your support towards my work, that I post regular and fresh content on my channel just for you. Hit that like button right there.